All right, what else do we have here? Marvel confirms Thanos' return in 2026, setting up an epic confrontation. Now, we're talking about the comics universe, the best version of the Marvel universe. We're seeing a picture of Thanos from the MCU, but let's talk about his actual return in the comics. Let's talk about the comic that he's returning in, which is Knull. Knull is one of the coolest characters ever conceived in the Marvel universe. Donny Cates, of course, coming up with Knull and doing a great job. The creator of the all-black Necro Sword, the king of the symbiotes, the king in black, he takes out Celestials, which is absolutely crazy. The King of the Void, he was imprisoned. And Hela has been draining his powers, and she wants to take over his role, becoming the Queen in Black. There's a lot of implications in this. And then we have this new series coming out of Knull, and we'll have to see what the story of this is going to be. The concept for the new Knull series by writers Al Ewing and Tom Waltz, with this being Walt's first Marvel series after a long and acclaimed career at IDW, is that Knull is being held captive by Hela as she plans to take his place as the new Queen in Black. However, he is able to escape in the first issue. And by the way, Al Ewing, amazing comic book writer, so I already have faith in this because he's writing it. Knull knows that there's a weapon from his past that he can use to challenge Hela for his title as the King in Black. So he heads off on a journey to look for that weapon. And wouldn't you just know, Knull's luck would just so happen to lead to Thanos looking for the same weapon. And then here you have the solicit for Knull number 3. I think this is a book that I would like to buy just to, have the cover of Knull and Thanos at the same time. Here's an interesting question. Knull versus Thanos, who wins? Obviously, it's going to be Knull, right? Thanos isn't that crazy powerful without the Infinity Gauntlet, but I think that something that people need to factor in when it comes to Thanos more often is his intelligence and his preparedness. Like, how Batman has this superpower, quote unquote, where he's always prepared for everything and he always has a backup plan and he's always kind of has a contingency for everything. Thanos reminds me of that in a way where he's kind of ahead of you. He's one step ahead. He's able to outsmart the heroes a lot of time, even without the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Stones. He's even done things where he sets up for in the event of his passing, his consciousness would transfer to another body. So he's kind of one of those characters that is really planning for everything. So even though Knull has him in raw strength and power by a million, I do think you can't factor out Thanos ever. You can never say easily that Thanos is going to be defeated because he's going to be prepared and he may be able to outsmart Knull. So who do you think wins in a fight between Thanos and Knull? Let's say it this way. Who do you think wins if it's Thanos versus Knull with prep time? And yeah, just let me know your thoughts on the return of Knull. Are you going to be picking up this comic when it comes out? I know I definitely am. The character is amazing, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading these issues when they come out.